Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Officer Reggie Eiland. I'm a Pittsburgh police officer, and I was Calvin Hall's partner. I would like to thank everyone who is present and all those watching from afar. You have all been great support for the Pittsburgh Bureau of Police and the family in this time of grief for an amazing human being whose life was unfortunately cut short. When Cal graduated the police academy, he was assigned to Zone 1 police station on the north side of the city. The first time I met Cal, I had no idea who he was. The first encounter I ever had with Cal was when I was coming in the station from an arrest and Cal was coming in for the start of his shift. I was walking through the back door and I heard a voice say, "What's up, Reg?" As I responded, "What's up," back, I turned my head in the direction of the voice. When I looked, I saw a short, bald, old man with a thick mustache walking towards me. I had no idea it was Calvin or who Calvin was or how he even knew my name. I just responded, "What's up, bro?" and entered the zone. From that day forward, Cal spoke to me every time he saw me. We never had many in-depth conversations because we were on different shifts, but he always spoke to me and I always spoke to him. A few months later, with the help of One Northside and the Bureau Foundation, Housing Authority, the chiefs and command staffs, Commander Ragland, Sergeant Lewis, myself, and 5 other officers came together to form a police unit that patrolled Northview Heights and Allegheny dwellings. Shortly after we got started, we were going through some transitions and transfers to and from the unit. Sergeant Lewis approached me one day and asked, "Yo, Reg, what do you think about bringing Calvin Hall up here for a rotation?" In my head, I thought to myself, "You want to bring the old guy up here to this unit?" But knowing Sarge, I knew if he brought someone's name up to be a part of this unit, he had to see something great in him. So going with the flow, I said, yeah, he would be cool. Sarge walked away, and that was the end of that conversation. A week or so later, I walked into the station, and Sergeant Lewis pulled me to the side and said, "Calvin's going to be on a rotation up here, and he's going to be riding with you." I thought to myself, what punishment did I deserve to get the old guy to ride with me? It was nothing against Cal, but I didn't know him from a can of paint. A million thoughts ran through my head in a matter of seconds. I thought to myself, he's old, I'm young. He's short, I'm tall. He's bald, I have hair. I think you all can get the picture that we were complete opposites. My next thought was, he's a cool dude, but how will we work together as one? Since he is older, he probably just wants to sit around and do nothing all day. I'm a proactive guy and I like getting into stuff, so I was like, no. I was determined that was not going to happen and he was going to be forced to do everything I was going to do. I told myself I'm going to make him work even if he doesn't want to. I told Sarge with a smile on my face, okay, I'll show him the ropes, and then we got in the car. When you get a new partner that you've never worked with, you have to test them out to see how they are. And that was what I was determined to do. I had to see his mindset, what he likes to do, what he doesn't like to do, how he reacts to different circumstances, how he talks to people, and more importantly, if he can hang with me. If he couldn't hang with me, I was going to have a one-on-one conversation with Sarge and tell him he couldn't be my partner anymore. Of course, that conversation between Sarge and I never happened because he remained my partner from that day on. Once me and Cal stopped in the car together, we immediately clicked. I was always looking to get into something, and he was more chill, which would balance me out. I was more of a quiet guy. Cal was always talking to somebody. I tend to have a serious look on my face. Cal was always smiling and jolly. They say magnets attract because they are opposite in a way that complements each other. As I mentioned, you can tell Cal and I were total opposites. As Sergeant Lewis said, Cal was always the yin to your yang. We took training classes together, we laughed together, made arrests together, got in trouble together, listened to each other's personal problems, gave each other advice, had each other's back. One of the toughest things that most partners were afraid of that Cal and I weren't, we corrected each other when the other person was wrong. A quick story that I want to tell is I remember when Kyle first came up to the station, we were doing paperwork, and he got a call from his fiancée, Angel, about her getting her car inspected. The conversation was calm, and then I guess Angel told him that the car failed inspection and needed a couple $1,000 worth of work. I heard Kyle started yelling through the phone, "Your priorities are messed up, you're about to leave for Vegas and spend all this money, then expect..." "And then you expect me to get this all done while you're gone? You should have thought about this before booking your Vegas trip. I'm not helping you." I then heard Angel screaming back at Kyle through the phone. The argument went on a little bit, then Kyle hung up. Once he got off the phone, I said, "Yo, Kyle." He said, "What, Reg?" I said, "You know you're wrong." He said, "Bro, get out of my face." I said, "Bro, hear me out for a second. Angel went to get her car inspected and it failed. Don't you realize you told me a month ago that she had planned this Vegas trip months prior with her friends? How can her priorities be messed up if she had planned this trip months ago and just found out today that she has to pay money to get her car fixed?" Kyle laughed and said, "Dang, Reg, you're right. Now I gotta call her back and apologize." We laughed. Kyle shook his head, called her back and apologized. From the outside, I heard Angel scream through the phone, "Thanks, Reg." Kyle and I were not only partners, but brothers that happened to be partners. A week prior to Kyle's incident, I was detailed to Cops and Kids that the Pittsburgh Police put on every year. I was detailed there for 3 straight weeks starting July 8th. Conversation as follows. Tuesday, July 9th, Calvin said, "I can't wait till you come back. Dude, I'm pissed." Reggie said, "Why, bro?" Kyle said, "It's not the same without riding with you." I said, "I'll be back soon enough, man." Kyle says, "How's Cops and Kids?" I said, "Man, these kids are bad as ever." Thursday, July 11th, Kyle said, "What day you coming back?" I said, "I don't know yet, a couple weeks, the end of the month." Calvin said, "My man." Friday, July 12th, Calvin said, "Dude, I need you back up here." That weekend, I was away at a bachelor party, 3 hours away. Sunday, July 14th, I got a call from Sergeant Lewis at 2:43 in the morning. I didn't answer. He shot me a text, said, "Call him as soon as possible." At 5:22 in the morning, I called Sergeant Lewis. To which he said, "Kyle was shot multiple times and is in critical condition." I immediately rushed home from on the bachelor party and went to the hospital. From that moment on until Calvin succumbed to his injuries on July 17th, I was at the hospital. Day and night by his side, I never left his room. When Calvin died in front of my face, I could not believe it. I lost my partner, and I lost my brother. As I sit back and think, why him? Why Kyle? This isn't fair. How could this happen to such a beautiful person who only wanted to do right by his community, but the community betrayed him? I sat back for days, not been able to eat, not been able to sleep, going up and down in my moods. A wise man told me, "Remember this. You do not realize now what God is doing, but later you will understand." I get lost in the sand because it's not fair that somebody took his life away from us. But I sit up here in front of you crying. I'm here to say that Calvin's legacy does not end here. Calvin's legacy continues, and we must make sure that. I would like to personally thank his mother, Luella Hart Carter, his father, Curtis Washington, his brother, Curtis Hall, his fiancée, Angel Warren, as well as all of his family and friends. You are the reason Calvin was the way he was. His morals, his belief, his actions, his character, his personality, all of that was a testament to you all collectively instilling that in him throughout his life. For that, I thank you all greatly. Today, we should mourn no more, but instead celebrate the life of that Kyle lived. Even though it was cut short by a cowardly act, we need to stand strong as one. United we stand, divided we fall. We need to unite as a whole to make us strong again and whole again as a community and as a city. Thank you.